Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Patrick Fulgham, two-time Olympian, IFBB Pro, here at Musclecontest with the one and only most wins in the entire IFBB league in bikini, Ashley Kaltwasser. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're so ecstatic to have you here competing at the Las Vegas, Nevada State Championship tomorrow. Oh my gosh, where do we start?
Where do we start?
So, first and foremost, most wins out of any pro bikini athlete since the start of the pro division, or excuse me, start of bikini.
Mm-hmm.
How many wins do you have? So tell us how many wins do you have, and tell us how that journey actually started.
Sure. So I've won 37 IFBB Pro bikini shows. Don't ask me what the amateur wins were. I didn't even count. I don't know. But yeah, the journey, it's funny because when I turned pro, like my goal was to just win one show. And I thought that would be the pinnacle. I thought that's where it would stop. That would be the pinnacle of it. And
And look at you now.
look at me now, 37 wins later. But yeah, I think the reason I was able to accumulate so many is, perseverance. I just kept going.
Absolutely.
Some shows, they didn't go the way I wanted, and I've had rough patches just like everyone else. But the quote, what is it? It's the winners aren't necessarily the ones that always win, but they refuse to give up,
That's
right?
right.
Because we all have bad shows, we all have hard things, but keep pushing through. And having said that, I always enjoy every moment, and I know that sounds really corny and cheesy,
got it.
but it's so fun, and I'm just grateful to be on stage every single time. So
That's right. Absolutely. And, a few things you said, being grateful and gracious, throughout the process. Obviously, you have the most wins and, the accolades, you're a super extensive resume as well. But one thing, it's winners never give up. Obviously, it's the discipline, the consistency, the perseverance, the grit, all of that you have that obviously got you to where you are today. So for those from the outside looking in who potentially want to be where you are today, what words of encouragement, what advice, any recommendations, suggestions do you have for any and everyone watching, friends, families of bodybuilding, but also even outside of that, because you were also a gymnast, correct?
I was, yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, and track and field.
Yes. So if we're applying it to our sport, I would say don't weigh so heavily on a placing rather than did you make improvements?
Correct.
How was your experience? Those little wins that aren't necessarily first, right? Because you can still win but not get first, right?
Sure.
Some of the most proud shows I've competed in, I was ecstatic because my physique, I made improvements, but maybe I didn't win the show. So I think having the mindset of like not expecting wins kind of helps you stay, grounded. And every time I've won, it feels like my first win. And that's why I never get bored with it. But with every show, you're going to make mistakes. And I think it's important to get feedback from judges. Correct any mistakes and try not to make it again. Because we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
I still make them.
Sure.
After all these years, I still make mistakes. Some of them are silly mistakes, but I learn from them. And as long as you aren't too stubborn to learn from the mistakes you made, you can make progress each and every time.
That's right, and I love that. One thing that she didn't mention are failures at all. That word did not come out of your mouth whatsoever, right? We learn and we grow through what we go through, and that's something that we've watched you do over the years. Adam, being your coach, your guidance, your second eye, tell us about how that process started and how it's going up till today as well.
Yeah, Adam's a great coach. He is very honest, and he's very much on the same page as me. He's like all for me wanting to compete, and he loves it just as much as I do, it's nice to have a coach that's so enthusiastic about it. But he's all for it, and I think it's important to have a coach that's honest with you.
Sure.
Like, Ashley, this wasn't your best show. I think we need to work on this and this. And, he has the same mindset going into shows as well. Like, hey, we're bringing our best. Let's see what happens. So, yeah, he's been very, very important in my journey.
That's right. You know, and then speaking of the journey as well, it is about honesty, but I should say, and it's really ultimately a relationship, right? So I know, I've competed this is my 10th year in this industry, and I've been on that Olympia stage twice as well, and I've had numerous coaches, and I've always implored, athletes as well as coaches, first and foremost, the foundation of any and every coach to athlete is building that relationship. Those communicative efforts all lead to the successes and the journey and learning and growing through what you go through and putting one foot in front of the other as well. What can we expect to see tomorrow from Ashley Kaltwasser?
Ooh, let's see. Well, I'm, bringing a nice full tight package. I did everything I could. The haze in the barn, that's the term I like to use. Haze in the barn.
Okay.
What's done is done.
That's right.
Now I just got to shine tomorrow.
That's
so
right.
hard work's done, just got to shine. So, I'm looking forward to it.
I love that.
My home state,
Yes.
home city, Las
Yes.
Vegas. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. Spoken like a true champion. Ashley, we thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're ecstatic to have you here. Musclecontest. We bring 180 plus shows in the world. I believe 9 countries we're in. We're excited to have you on that stage tomorrow. 26, 25, one of 26 women competing on our stage tomorrow. It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a doozy. A lot of competition.
A lot of competition.
A lot of competition.
But
it's never easy. Why?
It isn't. But if it were easy, everyone would do it, right? And
Right,
everyone would be exactly where
exactly.
you are. But they're not.
Exactly. It's going to be a tough one out there.
It is. But Ashley Kaltwasser, we're excited. Team Elite Physique,
Yes.
Adam Bonilla, Ashley Kaltwasser, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We'll see you on stage tomorrow. Patrick Fulgham, 2-time Olympian, Musclecontest, signing off. Boom. Yeah.